Well, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and you and you and you and you. God bless you. How are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. I've been navigating a change. Yes, I have. I miss you all. And I have, especially seniors, I've been missing you guys because we help each other. Yes, we do. And I could use some help on this senior journey. It's just something different. Um, I have gone on a well, there are some things that I did last year that I've never done before, and that was actually, in the 70th time around the sun. These are things that I did. I went on a cruise last year. I'd never done that before. And so that was something. And if you all don't know anything else, you know that I was on Medicare yet last year. Didn't get on it quite right. Nope, I didn't. But I got on Medicare. Then I got on it as right as I could. And now I am totally on it. I wasn't totally on it last year, but I am totally on it this year. So that is something. Um, what else did I do? Well, I interacted with my daughter's baby, so that was something brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new. And I saw her more last year. I was in California more last year than I have been, but she needed help. She wanted help. She paid for help and all of that. It was fun. It was fun. And then just going through, I had a knee replacement in 2024, but the process took place, part of the process took place in 2025. Oh my goodness, that was something. So I've had some things going on here, and I'm going to have some things going on this year as I am going around. This is my 71st time going around the sun. If you understand, if you don't, I'm 70. I'll just say it like that. And it's something. That's all I can say. It's something. And I believe that we need each other as we are going, as we are doing what we do. We need each other. So, um, yeah. Join me in the journey. Join me in the journey. And I see that I am finally live on Facebook. I have been trying to be live on Facebook while live on YouTube, and it did not work. And so my husband and I, we studied. We were checking out YouTube. We were checking out our streaming process. We were doing this and doing that. And so he's on his way to a memorial service. He can't even, he's not even here to help me, but he can know that we finally are live on Facebook as well as YouTube. Now, if you have anything you would like to add to our show, make sure you do that. If you have some things that you want us to bring out in this show, let me know. And you can do that. Let me see if I can pull this banner up because I should be able to. You can email us. That's our email address, Karen Seniors at gmail.com. Again, that's Karen Seniors at gmail.com. Email us and let us know something you would like to talk about, because I want this to be a format where we can pass on knowledge to one another. Or if you have a question and maybe we don't have the knowledge, but we can find out later that there is knowledge on the subject. Okay. Hey, what else was I going to tell you? All right, I have. You all know I used to fight this thing, senior citizen or elderly. I'm mm-mm, mm-mm. I get this from this we call her Mother Proctor. She said, "Do not call me elderly. Do not call me elderly," but we call her Mother Proctor. She's at our church. And people used to call me senior citizen when I was 50, 55. But I am definitely a seasoned sister. Yes, I'll be a senior citizen. I'll be a senior citizen. Okay, I am. But I thank God that I have got to get to this age, and I definitely need His guidance in this age. I don't want people to think that once you become 65, 70, that, oh, it's all over. It's not all over. It is not all over. In Psalms 92, verses 12 through 14, it says, "The righteous man will flourish like a palm tree. He will grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of the Lord, they will flourish in the courts of our God. They will still yield fruit in their old age. They shall be full of sap and very green." Yes, we have something to offer the world. So make sure you are available to do that. Now, what you have to do is you have to keep living. You have to keep living. When I had the surgery on my knee last year, 2024, and then I had to go and have another process done the very end of 2024, which took me into 2025. And I had to go to see the, what do you call that person? Um, I had to go and see now I've got a brain fart, but I had to go and have my legs worked on and go through the exercising process and all of that. And so um, that took time, and it took time for me to get a decent bend. I could not bend my leg. That was a situation. I could not bend my leg. And so it took a while for me to do that. And so I didn't go to the gym like I used to. And then I never got back to going to the gym like I used to. I used to go to the gym 5 days a week. 5 days a week. And so a goal of mine for 2026, and we all should have goals. A goal of mine is to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. And if I can get back to 5, that would be great. But at least 3 times a week. Oh, producer, I need your help. Producer, hello? I think he left. Oh my gosh. I, I have a book over there I need to get. And I was going to use him to help me. So right now, guys, just let me go get this book. All right. I have books here, but I didn't have that one. Physical therapy is what I was trying to say. I had to have physical therapy, and I that took a toll on me. I got better, but then I got worse after physical therapy. So anyway, there are some goals that I have for 2000. There's some goals I have for 2026, and there are some goals that I have for the month of January. You can make big goals, but then you've got to make goals that are attainable now. I want to be healthy for 2026. And that is a goal that I can reach every day. Every week I can mark that. And so that is something I'm going to do. I am going to mark getting healthier, being healthier. My blood pressure, I saw it the other day, and I didn't like it, and neither would the doctor. So I know exercise helps in lowering your blood pressure. And then I do normally, I do a keto lifestyle, but mm, for the past couple of months, I have not really been doing the keto lifestyles. Getting back to that. Um, what is, oh, um, I want to, I want to play the piano. Got one in my office. I've got to move my office. I've got to change my office around so I can get to that and really sit comfortably in here and play. But I'm going to do that. I want to do that. So I've got to start practicing that. And what else? Okay, I said I'm going to the gym at least 3 times a week, if not more. I'm going to watch my blood pressure go back to at least 120 over 70. Um, what else? I am going to eat a whole lot better, just a whole lot better. And I'm one of these people because um, diabetes it runs in our family. You know, I don't have to be diabetic. I heard this doctor. She said, it, if it runs in your family, it runs in your family. She said, but it's like a gun, and you can pull the trigger. So I'm not pulling that trigger. I'm going to just eat better and exercise and just do better. Just do better. Oh, my blood pressure, what it used to be and what it is today, is just not good. So, and I will also, in becoming healthier, I will also end up losing weight, which is, or getting rid of weight. I'm gonna say it like that, getting rid of weight. I don't want to pick it back up. I don't want to lose it and find it. I just want to get rid of it. So that's a goal of mine. Changing my office around, and then I have the premise for a children's book because I do something with my granddaughter every day almost. We FaceTime or we don't actually FaceTime because I don't have a, they have an iPhone and my husband says they don't have a real phone. So we do Instagram. He tickles me. He said, they don't have a real phone. So we do Instagram, but we talk every day and I make up little songs. And the other day, my daughter texted me at 3:30 in the morning, which is 5:30 in the morning here. I just, and I'm up, but I am doing devotion. I didn't look at my phone. I didn't. But anyway, she said she was up singing this little song that I taught her and clapping her hands and doing something else. So I have I have a premise for a children's book. And so I want to do that. So these are things that I plan to do for 2026. Monique is not on today, but she wants to go on a cruise. She's invited us. So maybe, I don't know how, I don't know how this could happen, but maybe we'll be able to go on a cruise. Now, I told you I went on a cruise. I went on a cruise for a 3-day cruise in May. Then I went on a 7-day cruise, all expenses paid. Flight, the hotel the day before, and the 7-day cruise. The only thing I did was bought 2 cups of Starbucks coffee. That was it. That was it. I was like, okay, God. Okay, God. So I thank God for that. And you just never know how doors will open. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That will be great. That will be great. That will be great. All right. I was looking at something here. Richard Smallwood. Richard Smallwood passed last week, and or was it this week? No, it was this week. And I thought about how he touched so many lives. He touched so many lives with his music. And it kind of took me, and I know everybody's got to go. Everybody's got to go. As my dad, who was 94, he often says, everybody has got a day. But it just seems like, you're just never prepared to think Richard Smallwood passed. But the day before that, my uncle, my mother's brother, he passed. Everybody's got a day. He was 92, a year older than my mother. My Uncle Warren, he passed. And just what kind of legacy are you leaving? What kind of legacy? And my cousins, they are in California right now, and they are doing what they have to do to prepare for his service. But everybody's got a day. We just have to be ready. I I knew my uncle was in the hospital. I knew he was sick, and I knew, I wasn't expecting it when he passed, but I knew he was going to pass. But that when I read that Richard Smallwood passed, I even heard he wasn't doing well. But it just strikes a chord. We just have to be ready to go. But also make sure you leave a wonderful deposit in the earth. What are you leaving as a senior? What are you leaving? I want I want people to remember me as somebody that cared, somebody that helped, somebody that spread the love of God. We've got to spread the love of God. It's all about God. That's why He put us on earth. He put us on earth to love Him and to love others. And sometimes others get on your nerve. But we've got to learn to love through that. In Corinthians, in 1 Corinthians 13, it says that we can't keep records of wrongs. We can't keep records like that. Or as people say now, we cannot keep the receipt. You need to throw the receipts away. But we've got to learn to love. And so that's something I want to do. That's another goal, to be of more service in 2026. When we serve others, I believe when we serve others, we're actually serving our spirit man. Remember when Jesus served the 12, when He washed their feet and He told them to do likewise? We've got to do that. We've got that is part of who I am, being about my Father's business. And so that is a goal, to serve more. I I think this platform is a platform where we can serve each other. I'm really going to tell you about this social, a Medicare thing. Oh, I do not want you to go through what I went through, and a couple of other people, a couple of other people did not quite get it. And we listened to Steve Lawrence, we listened to Nadina Taylor, and we're like, And it was the grace of God. It was the grace of God with me and Charles. It was the grace of God that kept us from being penalized. We thought we were all good, and at first I thought I wasn't didn't even have Medicare. I had Medicare Part A. Did not have Medicare Part B because we had a COBRA. But the COBRA only kicks in after Medicare Part A and Medicare Part B pay their parts. We didn't know that. We didn't know that. And when he retired while he was on vacation. They called him while he was on vacation. They offered him this package, and they kind of to me that connived him into retiring, although he wanted to. He wanted to retire. He was, at that time, he was 72. And he wanted to retire, but work was fine. But, maybe I'll retire next year. That kept coming out of his mouth. Well, when he retired, everybody was at home. He was at home. They he signed the papers. It went into effect December 3rd. It went into effect. His retirement started the end of December 31st, January 1st. And nobody explained anything. Nobody said anything, nothing. So we thought we were all good. We we were not all good. So I want to make sure that you all know. Check out, and when even the different Medicares with a supplement, Medicare's Part A, B, and then you need a D, and then you might need a G or an N or whatever, or a Medicare Advantage. You need to know, you need to know, you need to know all of those things. Social Security, you need to know. If you get your Social Security before you are of age to receive the full amount, there's a to me there's a penalty because you get that amount. I heard that they're trying. Steve tried to make me see it differently. Did that you will not get the full benefits. You won't get your full benefits. You'll be stuck at that. You'll be stuck at that. Say, for instance, you were supposed to get $100 and you take it early. Now you're going to be stuck at $75, and you'll be stuck at $75. I know until you reach whatever age it is, and it goes up. So 67. So if you get it at 62, you'll be stuck at $75 for until you are at full retirement age. And some people didn't get it. And then people said, well, once you get your Social Security, you can't work. You can't if you get your Social Security at your retirement age or at your time of maturity, that's what we'll call it. You can work all you want to work. You can work without penalty. You will not be penalized. Um, at 66, that's when I could get mine. So at 66, I actually worked at 67, 68. No penalty. You just have to pay the taxes on it. That's it. Then there's a new thing out about taxes. So I just want to make sure that we know stuff at uh, as a senior citizen at 65, at 70. There are things that change and you need to know. And so I want to make sure you all know. We need to know. We have to help one another. It is a thing. It is a thing. As you grow older, it becomes a thing. So make some goals, set some goals. You can set goals for the whole year. Again, make sure these are goals, these are things that I want to achieve by the end of 2026. And then write goals to make sure you're working your way there. Again, I want to be healthy. I don't know what the weight for healthy is. I have no clue. I'm not. I remember I used to say, "Ooh, I want to weigh 130 pounds." But I would never want to weigh 130 pounds. Not today. Nope, not today. I want to do this. I want to do that. Back at those age appropriate times, that was good. But now that's not good for me. So I just want to be at a healthy weight. I want all my numbers good. I want my A1C right. I want my blood pressure right. I want my vitamin D. I want my D right. And if you take vitamin D, make sure you take some K too, vitamin K. Yes, you do that and find out what you need to do as you journey in your senior years. Make sure you are exercising. Be as mobile as you possibly can. I have seen some things on what do you call it, on YouTube, and they were talking about if you're not moving, you need to move, and how you can just go up and down with your legs and exercise and kick your legs out, and how this will help you to become mobile again. We will have Coach Keisha on here giving us some exercises as seniors. We will have, um, I don't know her name, but a young lady, we're going to have her on talking about seniors taking care of super seniors, being a healthcare provider for your family, or uh, just things that you need to know about that. And we are going to have a doctor on. I know a nurse. I forgot what she calls herself. Is actually my cousin. And we tried to record the show and play the show when I was gone. It just did not happen. So we'll just have her on live. She'll be on live. We'll have her on real soon. And talking about grief and how to go get through grief, and just some things, okay? Because I want seniors to know. I think it is so important for us to know and for us to even grow as seniors. I also think that people in their 40s, definitely 50s, should watch this so they can be preparing for their stage as a senior, a bona fide senior citizen. Yes, that's what I'll call it. I am a bona fide senior citizen. But we've got to keep moving. We've got to keep doing the assignment. God created us on purpose. He created us on purpose, and He created us for purpose. So we want to walk in our purpose. If you are still here, you are still here on purpose. We've got to find out our assignment and live to fulfill our assignment. All right, well, I have said what I wanted to say to you guys. I pray that you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, a wonderful rest of your week, and I am going to be back in 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll talk to each other twice a month, okay? That's how we're gonna plan this. So I will be here in 2 weeks. Happy New Year again. God bless you, and live your life on purpose, because God created you for a purpose.